So you've probably heard the stats before that say it costs 6 times more to get a brand new customer to buy from you once than it does to actually have an existing customer buy one more time. So it's important that we understand how do we build a relationship with our existing customers so that we can increase loyalty to our business over time and thereby have a more profitable, easier business. So this is the ladder of loyalty, and I'm going to skip you through each of the rungs that take us on that journey from people that we don't know and they don't know us, right the way through to effectively raving fans, which is the holy grail of any business, surely, to have people singing from the rooftops about how good your product or service is. So I'm going to talk you through what each of these rungs are, and as I go through it, think about your own business and just try and identify whether or not you've managed to get clear upon who these people are, and importantly, how you are addressing each rung of the ladder. So here we go. The suspect is a group of people which is your ideal target market, your ideal customers and your target market. So you suspect that you can help them and they don't know you yet, but you've got something that particular market actually needs. So you can either move people out of the pain that they're in currently or towards the pleasure that they're seeking. So that's being really clear upon the avatar, the ideal clients that you're looking to serve. Okay, now your marketing, good marketing should start to speak to these people. On the basis that your marketing is relevant, well-timed, and gets people to think, oh, actually, yeah, you are interesting to me, then they become a prospect. Now, that might be that someone's watched a video of yours, they've walked into your shop or store or office, they might have downloaded something from your website or got in touch with the phone, but there's been enough in what they've seen so far to say, actually, I'd like to know a little bit more. They become a prospective client at that point. So again, the key point here is, are you putting in enough calls to action or making it easy enough for your suspected group to actually be able to make contact with you? On the basis then that they like what they hear, it feels like you're relevant and everything else fits, then what happens is that person becomes a shopper. Now, at that point, this is where we get a lot of businesses who say, yeah, I've got another customer. The reality is, and this is the harsh way to look at it from this point of view. Look, they're trialing you out right now. They've gone on the basis of what they've heard before, and it feels and sounds like there's a fit. They're trying you out, they've bought once. Don't stop there though. You need to make sure that you are absolutely delivering what it is that was being promised, and ideally let's over-deliver on what's expected. So on the basis that there's going to be longer value here for both over the course of time to be created, then how do we make sure that very first transaction is a good one so that they come back and buy again? Because that's really what our definition is of a customer. Someone who's actually come back and bought a second time. So things were absolutely great. The first time they've come back and said, right, I now expect to have a similar level of service or delight from the product. So customers have bought from us twice. Now this is where the conversation, this is where the relationship is actually starting, because they've come back again. But where you want to make your real profit and where business gets easier is when we actually move people up through the next number of rungs. Because once a customer's come back and bought twice, we want to make sure that they actually have a reason to stay long term. So how do we give them a sense of belonging and allow them to become a member? So again, there's various ways that you can do that. Loyalty cards would be one thing. Get them to join a VIP list. Inviting them to particular events, giving people access to different levels of information based on their level of subscription, for example. Something that kind of gets people to say, yeah, actually I quite like what these guys stand for. They can help me out now and potentially in the future with some other situations I may face. So that's what a member is. And at this point here, we've started to get the relationship is quite warm now. Having gone from a cold, we don't know each other, through to actually the relationship is warming up. and people feel as if they want to be part of this group of people that are also in the members gang, let's say. But at this point here, we also need to nudge them up the loyalty level, just to say, okay, how, would these people advocate your products or services to other people? So would they go out and actually say, you want to be getting the same kind of service from these guys as I am? So what is your referral system? What are the things that you're doing to get your customers to talk positively about you to other groups of people like them? Because we want to get them to the point that they are absolutely advocating you. These are the people they're warm here because they feel a sense of belonging. And all really you need to do is make it easy for them to say good things about you so that actually other people can hear. Now remember, the important thing at this point is that your customers will always sell you better than you can yourself. Because whatever your marketing says about you, that's all very good. But nothing is stronger than a customer saying, actually, these guys are good, this is what they've done for me, and therefore, if you're in the same situation, may work for you. So, again, we want to start stimulating that referrals through the social proof that an advocate can give you. And then, as you get people who have done a good job here, who then say, okay, I've watched this business now take my referrals and treat them brilliantly, and they too are enjoying the same experience. It kind of starts to do two things. One is it reinforces that initial idea that they themselves had to say, yeah, it's a good idea to do business with these guys, and they also then start to look after everyone I've ever introduced. They start to become much more proactive as a raving fan. And that's what a raving fan is. Someone who can't stop talking about you because they just love you so much. Isn't that a great place to be for the bunch of people that we serve? So, raving fans, fantastic. Look after them, smother them with attention, do something special for them, make every moment that you're with them unforgettable experience. Do nice things, send them stuff, surprise them with things. Again, these people here, invest time and money into these people, because actually time and money spent here is effectively marketing the monies and time that you don't have to spend somewhere else. So that's how the loyalty ladder would work. Importantly, think about what are you doing right now to recognise where the people that you're interacting with currently are sitting, and what is it that you need to do to move them on to the next level. Again, I always like to encourage people not to say, look, don't try and go from a cold relationship to a love-in straight away. It's going to take some time. There's a relationship that's evolving here. Just look at what's the next step up to move people. Now you can do it. It's happened loads with customers and clients, I should say, that we've been supporting to say, how do you then take the principles of the ladder of loyalty, apply it into your business, and then say, right, what are the things that we need to do that's applicable to the way our style, our industry, whatever, and then start making that move. That's how you get better customer loyalty, and you get a much more easily run, more profitable, enjoyable business. Anyway, there we are. There's the ladder of loyalty. If you want any more ideas, if you want to kind of kick things around with us and say, how might this apply to your business, get in touch. I love talking about this kind of stuff. It's for me, it's at the heart and soul of what we should do as business owners. Delight customers, not just satisfy them, and let's get some loyalty into the customer base. Till we meet, good luck in business.